Now, politics should be a conduit for our deeper thinking. Politics should be a conduit for the energies that need to emerge if we are going to transform this country. But our current political establishment is not honesty about yourself and about where you've been. A deep willingness to address one's character defects, a deep willingness to atone for your mistakes, to make amends for your mistakes, to clean up your past so that you can have the future you want. In order to transform your life, you have to have a conversation that goes deeper than just what's happening on the outside. Now, politics should be a conduit for our deeper thinking. Politics should be a conduit for the energies that need to emerge if we are going to transform this country. But our current political establishment is not that. It has become a handmaiden to a corporate system which uses not just economic guidance. I wouldn't mind if it was enlightened economic guidance, if it was righteous commerce economic guidance, if it was a genuine thoughtfulness about what will create prosperity in this country 10 years from now and 20 years from now. I'm all for that. But the economic guidance that now organizes our culture, organizes our civilization, and unfortunately unduly influences our government is a corrupting influence, because it is an economics that posits short-term profit for a small number of Americans as the guiding principle. All that this has led to is 1% of all Americans owning more wealth than the bottom 90%. This has devastated our middle class. Now, apparently, our current political establishment isn't taking this on. You know, I'm not just prosecuting a case against Donald Trump. I'm prosecuting a case against the system that has produced him. And I believe that looking to those whose careers have been entrenched within that system that has so led us into this ditch, looking to them to be those who are going to take us out of this ditch, I think it's absurdly naive of the American people. When we abolished slavery, it was because the people stepped in. When we gave women the right to vote, it was because the people stepped in. Civil rights movement meant the people stepped in, and then the government followed. So the idea that we are going to transform this country, that those who are within the system are going to be the fundamental disruptors of that system, that's just silly. These are nice people within a deeply corrupt system. It is time for the people to step in. That's what I mean.
Oh, all right. Now, you sound an awful lot like a couple of the other candidates when you talked about the corrupt system. How are you different from Bernie Sanders?
Well, in terms of much of the economic philosophy that I believe needs to transform this country, I'm very similar to Bernie Sanders and very similar to Elizabeth Warren. In terms of Bernie, I will say this. I'm an enthusiastic capitalist, but I believe in capitalism with a conscience. I remember a time in this country when American corporations were expected to care. When if somebody had worked for decades for a corporation, the corporation was expected to care that they had a dignified retirement. So I'm still open to the possibility that American capitalism can reclaim its moral core. Some people feel, no, it's inherently corrupt. I don't think that's necessarily true. And we have some very profound and powerful capitalist mogul voices today, such people as Ray Dalio, Jeremy Grantham, who are talking about the changes that need to be made. So whereas I agree with someone like Senator Warren in saying that we need to hold capitalism accountable, I do believe that the wealth-creating opportunities afforded by capitalism can be positive. The issue is that it should be a game that everybody has a chance to play.
How do you respond to the Republicans who say that you guys are just nothing but a bunch of socialists?
Well, of course they say that. You know, I feel like Ronald Reagan when he used to say about us, oh, there they go again. That's how I respond to them. They don't believe it. They're just, this is Republican propaganda. And it should be dealt with on the level of silliness that it deserves.